Alright guys, what's up? It's your boy Remy. Today I got sort of a different video because it's just kind of an update video on BCX. So that was pretty cool. If you guys saw, we had a bunch of viewers and a bunch of stuff happening. It was actually a really sick event. All things considered, having to be online and stuff, EU and NA. And yeah, I just want to talk about how I did and what I played and stuff like that. And in the background, I'm not actually like playing these games at the same time as I'm talking or like watching them. I can see it right now, but I'm not actually playing them, so it could be anything. I could put it in the wrong order, but yeah. I actually got 7th, which is I guess that was the goal. The goal was top 8, but it was actually kind of unexpected. Everything kind of did go as I said it would. I played the 2 characters I was hoping for, and I mean, we already knew our brackets beforehand, so we knew who we were playing, and I feel like I could have done a bit better. I lost to Snowy in winners 3-1, which is expected, I guess. I'm not surprised I lost, but I was actually hoping to win, and I did say I'd win a lot, but I ended up not winning, but there's nothing really to complain about there. When it comes to the rest of the tournament, I played a bunch of good people, or people I consider to be good. Faison ended up losing early, so I had to meet him in bracket. In loser bracket, I played Crocky, I played Boomy in top 8, and I played Hardy MJ4 top 8, so it was a lot of really strong competition, and I was actually pretty happy that I was playing really well, surprisingly, because I woke up and I was super nervous. Like, I woke up and I was like, my house was like really cold, so that didn't help, but I was like borderline shivering as I like walked to my computer because it was just like super cold plus super nervous, and as always I was like not gonna eat because I just get sick and stuff like that. So it was just really comforting to actually, when I finally did load up the game and start playing after my first set versus Tiffany, which was really close because I did play pretty bad in it, or maybe they played pretty good, but I don't think I played well in that one. But after that, I kind of stuck playing pretty well, and I also did what I wanted to do, where I had more than one pick for the tournament, and I knew when I wanted to play what. So the entire time, I spent like the last 2 days practicing Bodvar, because I knew I wanted to play Bodvar and Koji, and I had spent the week before that practicing Koji, and I spent the week before that practicing Bodvar. So when they came into it, it was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna play Bodvar. I'm gonna play Bodvar into stuff where it's like slow and chip damage and stuff like that, and then against faster players or players that like to play in the air and stuff like that, I was gonna play Koji. So in some of these replays in the background, you're probably gonna see me playing Bodvar, and then some you're gonna see me playing Koji. I think I played a lot of Koji. I played Koji into stuff like Axe because it's just a good matchup. I played Koji into stuff like Gauntlets because it's a better matchup than Hammer. But things where I was like Crocky. I remember I played Bodvar, all 3 games was Crocky, because I knew that if I played Koji, I wouldn't really hit him, even though he jumps a lot. And that's honestly, as much as I like troll in rank against Crocky, I like realized that from sniping him in rank that I wasn't gonna be able to beat him with Koji, or it would be a lot harder to beat him with Koji. So I ended up just doing my thing, playing Bodvar where I wanted to, and playing Koji. I feel like if you guys saw the stream, I played like Yumiko against Snowy one game. That was kind of troll, but whatever. The first 2 games were close, and the rest of the games he just beat me, so I'm not gonna complain too much about that. My second loss was to Boomy, and that loss was not that bad either. Like, I don't know. When I lost to Boomy, it was like, I knew it was like better than me, so I wasn't like thinking too hard on it, and I was already kind of happy I got top 8. I still got a game off, which was pretty cool, and I feel like that was surprising to some people, but I definitely feel like I could have played better against Boomy too. I was playing pretty well until like certain specific points where I wasn't. If you see me moving my hand, it's because I'm switching the game. But yeah, the day before BCX, like, enough about how I did it. Yeah, I got top 8, and I'm pretty happy about that. Hope you guys enjoy that. But the day, I'll talk about the rest of the event too and how everyone else did. The day before BCX, I like tweeted, I was like, Sandstorm speedrun NA 80%, because I was like sure, and I think everyone was kind of sure that he was just gonna win, and it wasn't even gonna be like noticeable. Like, it was just like, oh, how fast do you think Sandstorm wins this? and that's what ended up happening. Like he just kind of went in there and he destroyed everyone. So respect to Sandstorm. Congrats to him, 3-time. If you count this BCX, considering it's online, there's a bunch of champions. And EU was on Saturday, which I ended up catching the rounds of. So congrats to Pavelski, who won EU. And that was actually, I don't keep up with EU, but I keep up enough to know that Acno and Simple were like the best, right? And Pavelski ended up coming through and winning with his J-In, J-In players everywhere. So that was pretty cool to watch, especially since I think Greatsword looks lame in general, but he still tried to do some cool stuff with it. So I mean, I'm not complaining too much about that. Now I can finally stop trying in every game I play. So no more J-In gameplay. I'm gonna have to plague my screen, so that's pretty cool. I actually had the luck of not playing that many J-Ins in NA. I feel like there were not that many J-Ins in NA in the first place, and the ones there were, like of course J-In got top 2, but the ones there weren't ones you cared about. Like in EU, it looked like every game was J-In. Like I saw it everywhere. Like everyone played it. Same with like Brazil and stuff. But when I was playing, I like went through a bracket and I was like, the top bracket had some J-In players, and then the bottom, I knew all those players, and I was like, okay, none of them are gonna play J-In. When it came to it, I think like, let me see. Hardy was the only J-In player I played for top 8, and it was 1-3 for me. I won 3 games, he won 1, and that was pretty solid. I'll probably put that in somewhere just so you can see how to beat Greatsword any percent. But it was like, I don't know, it was weird because I thought he would be a lot more scary to play, but it was I don't know. It's like I've been saying for a long time, and it's not to like spite Hardy or anything like that. Also, congrats to Pierre for top 8. That was pretty cool to see it happen, especially after he got his new monitor and stopped lagging and all that. But it was like I was kind of saying, where Sandstorm is good with Greatsword because he's good with Greatsword, and he's also good at Brawlhalla. But a lot of the Greatsword players in NA are lacking in like core aspects of being good, where it's like, oh, their approaches are bad and their options in neutral are bad and stuff like that. So I wasn't actually expecting to see a lot of Greatsword in top 8, and surprisingly, we didn't. Some surprising things that did happen though was Witty didn't get top 8. I actually thought he would get top 8, so him not getting top 8 was pretty interesting. Ethan got top 8, which I'm pretty happy about. Ethan really deserved that after a pretty bad year. I had a pretty bad year too, so it's good to come back in. He even beat Boomy before and then went to game 5 with him, so that's like awesome. Congrats to Ethan. And who else? Ethan, Snowy obviously got 3rd, but I think I already mentioned that, which is insane. Big ups to Snowy. And Boomy got 4th, which is something for him, I guess. But Wrenched got 2nd after a pretty terrible year, and yeah, he played Greatsword, but I didn't even think he would be good at it. So that's like insane that he ended up coming through and popping off. So I'm happy for him too. And yeah, I think that's all the BCX that I want to remember and talk about. So, well, once again, congrats to everyone that got top 8. That's pretty sick that we all ended up coming through and doing it like that. So I'm not gonna complain too much. I feel like besides that, BCX was pretty solid all in all. I don't think anything too surprising went through or happened, right? Like I feel like BCX comes by and goes, and this video was online, so it was a bit different, but I don't think anything undeserving happened. I always say I do feel bad for Kosalix because I feel like he got Omega super robbed with how big the Lance changes were at the end of the season, but it's also Lance and it's also Kosalix. So I feel like if I was to say that, I wouldn't get many people agreeing with me or on my side about it. I'd be like, oh, poor Kosalix, poor Lance nerfs, and everyone's like, no, we don't really care. It's Kosalix and it's Lance, but he kind of got drafted in the fucking balance department for his weapon, so unlucky, but whatever. Other than that, I think I want to quickly talk about how I'm gonna be and what I'm gonna be doing. Obviously, it's off season till like February, so you won't catch me tryharding or playing any tournaments or practicing or anything like that. In fact, I'm probably not gonna launch the game again. I'm gonna launch it. I'm launching it right now. It's doing stuff right now, but you're probably not gonna catch me actively playing some Brawlhalla other than what I'm gonna be doing on stream on twitch.tv/Remmy, obviously, and what I'm gonna be doing here on YouTube, which is still gonna be uploading and still gonna be making guides for you all. I actually might have a guide planned for Christmas if I have, the reason I'm not really like working on a lot of guides because there's a bunch of mini guides and stuff that I could be doing, but if you've paid attention, you can see that my room still echoes and it's not the best sound quality, so I don't want to put out really high quality stuff till I have that sound where I want it, and like I've said and like I've mentioned, that will be fixed eventually, well, soon, so I hope that you guys wait for me on that. I don't mean to have it sound like this, but when you get a new room, stuff happens, and you eventually will fix it. So don't be too upset. And YouTube, I'm still recording, obviously, so it's good like that. And when I want to go back to making guides and making helpful things, I will do that. Okay, so what day is it? Today is Monday, and okay, so today's Monday, and coaching will actually be back. If you guys haven't noticed, I haven't been linking it at the bottom of my description, and if you've requested coaching, I either haven't replied or I've told you that I'm not doing it right now. So starting December, obviously, so there's still like a week left in November, right? Thanksgiving and all that. I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving, by the way. But yeah, so after like December, like probably like after the first week, I'm probably just gonna take a 2-week break from this, and then by like December 7th, right, the Monday, so 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna have started coaching again. So you'll be able to see coaching videos on YouTube, and you'll be able to see coaching videos on YouTube here, and that's it. And you can watch some coaching on Twitch. You'll be able to buy coaching again. As always, $30, $24 if you're a sub on Twitch, all that good stuff. Save yourself $1, not much, but you also get emotes and stuff like that. And yeah, so YouTube will still be happening. I'll still be streaming, and I'll still be making guides, but I won't be practicing, and things will be a little bit more chill. We'll be playing a bit more casually and stuff like that. I have a bunch of videos coming up with egg soup and stuff like that. If I sound tired or not as excited as I sound, it's because I'm not playing, so I'm not reacting to anything. I'm just like talking, and I also just woke up, but that doesn't really matter. I'm watching myself in the background, and I'm thinking, God, that guy is good at Brawlhalla. But yeah, that's about where I think things are and where I want them to be. I want to thank you all for all the support the entire year, and I know it wasn't the best year or the best you expect from me, because let's look back at 2019 and I was getting like top 4 and all the time, and Black Team 1 Pro Series and all that. And this year it was a bit more, where's Remmy? He's getting nice, but you know, he's still there. So it's good to end it off with a solid placing, something I'm happy about. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy all that video and stuff like that. Make sure you guys leave comments on all that stuff, support, and I'll catch you guys whenever I catch you guys. It's good to see you guys. Bye.